Now that your chickens are full grown, after an 8 to 10 week period, you need to make preparations to butcher them. Arrangements must be made to sever the neck on the chickens in a very quick, humane way. It's very important to immobilize the bird and use a very sharp machete, knife, or axe.
Okay, when butchering chickens, you must have sharp knives. That is the most important thing. When you're cutting meat off of the bones, you need to have sharp knives. You need to have a bowl of water and a pan to put the meat in with a lid to keep the flies out. So we will continue showing you the process. The water should be about 180 degrees. And we're gonna start dipping the chickens in there and plucking them. I'm going to dip this chicken in the hot water. Okay, I like to pluck the chickens upward like this. It seems to rip the feathers out really nice and easy and clean. I just keep tearing upwards like that until you get all the feathers and just kind of go over it like that. As soon as we're done getting these birds plucked all the way down, then we're gonna have to singe the hairs on them.
We're just singeing the hairs off with this blowtorch. It's real easy this way. You don't have to make a fire or just wave it over there and get all the small hairs off, and then the bigger ones we'll have to finish later.
You want to fill up your containers that you're going to use, bowls and pots and pans, whatever you're going to use, with water. And then we start to clean them up real good. Start cutting all the garbage off and cleaning off all the rest of the feathers that are in there so you can see them better once you rinse off all the all the bad feathers and such. So we're just gonna give them a real good cleaning. What you wanna do is find the little sweet spot here, right in between the knuckle like this, and you'll just feel it. You'll feel it starting to separate here and crack off like that. It comes off real easy. Shouldn't be hard to get it off at all. If you get it just right, it comes off real quick and easy. Hardly any effort. Just try to get in there in between that knuckle. See, I could feel like a little crack. I could feel it separating, and then you just kind of crack it with your hands. Real easy. Just like that. Okay, right now, I have cleaned the chicken thoroughly. Plucked all the excess feathers. We've singed them. So now we're going to take and gut them. And I'm going to show you the proper way to cut the carcass in order to pull all the guts out. Take a nice sharp knife like this and get in there and start cutting right down in here. So you feel this breastbone here, you want to try to sever the flesh here. Get that. Nice open cavity like that. Down in here. And get in between the bones and all the guts. What you want to be careful of, the gallbladder is always something you need to be careful about when you're getting down in here. You don't want to puncture that because that will ruin your meats. I'm going to just take and cut right at this tail here around the rectum. And get this whole area cut. There we go. Okay, now you want to just reach what you want to do is you want to reach your hand right up in there. And there's going to be, you're going to feel, you reach your hand way down deep in there, if you can see. Way down deep in there. You want to try to get all the way up by the lungs. And rip right down in there and dig your fingers all the way down to the bone on the other side, down the back, so you avoid getting any rupturing anything. You don't want to rupture. Get down right down in the back. This right here is the gallbladder here. This is what you want to avoid puncturing because this organ right here has the this green sludge called bile. Avoid puncturing that. So just pull. And if you're having, this is the esophagus here, pull this whole mess of guts out like this. All right, and right here we got the look in here, now we got a lot of that out, but we want to make sure we get the lungs out real good. These are the lungs here. Dig those out of the ribs. Now this here, we're gonna look at these guts here. Some certain things you might wanna save. For starters, a lot of people like to save this. This is called the gizzard. And a lot of people like to eat those, and I'm gonna show you how to cut the gizzard up here. I'll chop this off here. What you want to do is slice it down like this. Just cut it around, like kind of like a clam. It's kind of like a clam. You just pull this open like that, and you take. There's like a membrane here. You want to grab that, and if you pull it just so, you can pull that nice and see how it's peeling away from the gizzard real nice like that. That's what you want. We also have the liver. A lot of people like to save the liver. This is the liver. This is what the liver looks like. That. And the heart. And then we have the liver. And the liver is connected to the gallbladder here, which you do not want to sever that again. So we're going to gently, very gently cut that away from the gallbladder. So you can save the liver. So those are the parts of the insides that you would save if you're butchering a chicken. The heart, the liver, and the gizzard. Now we have here, we have this, you can just use one of these storage tubs here, fill it with cold water, and you stick your clean birds right in there. And that's a good place, nice cool spot to store them. You can also put your necks, hearts, gizzards, and livers in there too. That way they'll preserve better while you're working up the rest of your chickens.